All right, guys, hello and welcome back to another Saw episode. So, I haven't recorded an episode with the new buildings that were put out. There are 8 new buildings called chemical storages, and I haven't really decided how I feel about them yet. They're kind of difficult to play around. This map is already a large map, like, it's extremely large, and you only have 4 formations kind of traveling everywhere, so it's very difficult to hold command centers, attack the arsenal, and continue to have these chemical storage buildings that are very important, but almost seemingly not important. It's very, very odd because I almost still feel like it's still better to do the old strategy. Now, if they collect all 8 of them, you might have a problem garrisoning up and defending troops. But we'll see how this goes, and I'll kind of just feel it out. This is kind of like not so much a first impression because I have played this battleground twice now, but I'm curious to how it's all going to work. So let's go ahead. We're going to garrison our F1 in the North Command Center as soon as we can. That's full cavalry, so we can flip that. And I'm actually probably just going to do a quick little hold here with the arsenal, the command centers, and then I'm going to go ahead and take a building that has not been occupied yet. So a gas station is right there. No one's attacked it. So let's go ahead and garrison up in there. See how long we can hold these. And for the sake of holding stamina. Ooh, somebody sped up on us. So red team has sped up their team. There's probably a very strong team in here. Let's go ahead and scout these really quickly. I don't know who's doing that, but someone just sent some bullet trains towards us. So let's see. I think my army's going to hit first. We already have a scout from another player. I attacked. My F1 actually lost, so they're going to be very strong. 6,200 to 3,700 wounded. He's got a Governor 110. That's going to do it. That's definitely going to be a very strong team. Luckily, my team probably knocked it down quite a bit, and we can maybe get it with one of these, and we do. So his team does get returned. He's going to have a long return on this, and that is going to be player Abhai. Abhai has the 110. He's 173 mil with 28 mil kills. So very strong player. My F1 is returning, which is actually a good thing because I think this F3 may get kicked out of here very quickly. We can go ahead and put some scouts out and get some feelers going for the opposite side on the command centers. I do want to teleport for optimal advantage here, if you will. But that being said, we need to make sure, let's see. We need to make sure that we have everything kind of held down here before we go ahead and make these attacks. I have a scout going out on both command centers, and I want to see what's in there because I'm going to send my F1, and we're going to kind of knock some teams out, hopefully. This guy's rocking some pretty strong teams here. I wish you could see the gear in the scout here. It says equipment unknown. I don't know why. I have max scout level. It shouldn't be that way. You should have all the information at that point. So the North Command Center looks a little bit weak. It's got a Mercer Princess Center. We're going to go ahead and send our F1 there now just because of the fact that we are sitting on our F1 for a while here, and we're going to send the cavalry so they are faster, and I haven't teleported yet, so it's not going to really hurt me if I get teleported out, but I want to put some pressure on this top command center, and I'll probably do a little reposition, and this might not be the optimal strategy here, but I'm just kind of feeling it out. It's going to take a couple more than a couple tries to really master this BG. I know that these chemical storages are very important, but they're so hard to hold down. So it seems like either you're gonna have to be very active, like attacking things and flipping them, and then just going in and out of things. But that's going to require you to be really strong, and you have to kill a lot of units because depending on if they stay in those storages or if they're flipping them themselves, that's going to be just a difficult task to complete. We could probably get our F3 garrisoned up here. We did lose the arsenal, which is okay. I just want to see what happens with the F1 on the top side here. Maybe they still don't have 5 teams, and they're diversifying themselves between the chemical storages, trying to reduce our units and poison them. These, I think they're, what was the math? It was 7 or 8 points per chemical storage that you occupy. And while it's occupied, it's going to poison your units. It's going to make them... Oh, nice. We hit it. And we got it. We got the top right command center with the F1. That is extremely good. Let's go ahead and put some melee in here because we need calves. I have lost a lot of calves in previous wars. So my F1 did kick a bunch of teams out, I believe. Let's go see. Why is there 4 attacks there? So this is my main... That's not it. It's command center. This is command center 2. So I got just defended 2 attacks there, 18 seconds. There's a lot of people ported right here, and they might not be ready for that, which is really good. So I'm glad I took this little attack here, and maybe, just maybe I can hold in that 10 seconds. Big team's hitting with the bus. Maybe it's an F2. Let's hope it bounce off. Oh no, it's actually a garrison. So we're going to hold this and we're going to flip them immediately. So that way I'm actually going to be garrisoned up in this command center, and I have the gas station right now. I could pull that army out. Looks like another army is going to come try to attack it. He's going to take it. I think that will probably just be kills for him if I leave it in there. He's sending 2 armies towards it. So let's go ahead and escape giving him those kills. Continue to look at trying to get this arsenal. We'll send our units from our F2, which now has a 6-star Rosita. It's a little update on my teams. I did get a 5-star governor recently, and I did get a 6-star Rosita. And my War Pass actually has Errant Shane in it this week, so I'll be getting a 6-star Errant Shane as well, probably directly after this video. So I'm really excited about that. My teams have improved quite a bit. My war value is still pretty low, I'd say, for my power. I should probably be around 5,400, but we got to get a little bit more consistent in winning these and playing these. And something that you might not have noticed, but they updated the healing speed. So now you can heal troops like rapidly. It's 3 minutes versus 4 minutes, which is absolutely a monumental difference. I've noticed that I have no problems healing my troops, even having a super reduced amount of them. It's kind of cool, very cool. So let's go ahead and send those there. I'm really happy with what they did with that. F3 is hitting that. Let's go ahead and use our F4 to take some of these chemical storages. People are exiting this one. We can send our F4 there and see how that goes. Let's see. So Arsenal is 10 seconds out. So we got 2 armies hitting right now. My F2 is in there. Kicked out a couple teams. And Arisma bounces off the top of that. Let's go ahead and check the points out. We are number 1 right now, and I'm not doing that well. I don't think I'm doing anything particularly great. I think that I really need to teleport here and get out of this stronghold soon, but sometimes you get locked in these positions, and that's just the way it rolls. Because I've had experiences in these Sol Wars where, let's see, wait, we're going to attack this command center. Very strong teams. My F1 kicked out 2 of them, so we're trying to get this back right now. It might flip very soon. We got some F1s to F2s coming through possibly, and those may flip that. And then holding the arsenal on top of that will give us some of those bonus points, but they are definitely out killing us at this moment, and we really need to position better. So I got a bunch of armies returning. Everything's kind of returning right now. I'm just going to use a 50% speed up on it because I just want to, for the content, for the video. It's fun. I want all these armies to come back. And we're going to go ahead and teleport to a new position here and try to do a little bit more. So it looks like we did bounce off. Whatever is in here is really strong, which is a really good strategy. I think having a strong army in the chemical storages closest to their side is going to give you a tactical advantage, and you're going to probably farm a lot of kills and catch people sending their F3s and F4s off to you. So let's go ahead and send this here. No one's really attacking here. This is a super risky move, and it doesn't really pan out often, but let's try it out anyways. So we're going to put our F4 in the base garrison, which is considered our quadrant that we're holding right now. And it's kind of risky not to put at least my F2 in there, because I know how strong my F2 is, and it does do some work every once in a while. So we did send our F1 towards the arsenal. It bounced off, but we're going to go ahead and send the F2 directly after that. We do need to get garrisoned up here, and we can probably go ahead and send our F3 to this storage. We're low on units right now. We've got 12 seconds on the next heal. No biggie. We did garrison up on that F4. My F2 bounced off. There are some very strong teams here. I know one of the strategies people were talking about doing is I could do like these. I could send my... I hate to do it, but maybe I'm going to do it. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get this heal. And send the cavalries. F3, it's got all those. And let's see how the F3 does against this chemical station. F2, let's go. We need some more scouts here. They're defending these attacks. Nice, so I can actually send my F2 here. This is what I really wanted to do. We'll send the F2 to that command center, hold that down. Arsenal's going to be pretty hard to fight for, but I wonder if... we have to check some of these battle reports to see how well we're doing on these attacks. Lost battle Arsenal. So I'm kicking out teams. I fought 3 teams. Didn't win this one, but then I fought another. How does that even work? Beats me. I don't understand that. Nice. So my F2 actually takes the Arsenal finally from them. We kicked out 2 teams, got 110k to 44k points. So that's very, very good. F2 is about to garrison up in this command center, which means we're sitting kind of pretty here. Let's go ahead and send our tier... since we're kind of running low in troops, we'll just send the tier 9 to this chemical storage. And really, I should be kind of getting a little bit more information. We'll get some scouts going out because I need to know what's in these before I send those armies. I feel like the chemical storages should be something that people are attacking and then sending their armies back, and it's like a continuous thing back and forth. Now, a quick tip for that I have been recommended to by a fellow member in the Discord, Brabant TV. If you guys haven't joined that yet, please check the link below in the description. Join us and come hang out. But they're using tier 2 troops in their F3 and F4 and focusing all their main troops on their F1 and F2, which is actually a very good idea in terms of... oh, you know what? You know what? I have my F2... Oh, no. Okay, so I actually messed something up here. I was messing around with my formations earlier, and I put my bus on my F1. So my F1 is nowhere near full strength right now because I have no power in my bus. All my power is in my RV, which is in my F2, and my F2 is defending that right now. So I'm going to have to find a time eventually here where I can get that back because it's really kind of making my F1 really weak. Let's see. Am I the number 1 in here? Okay, we're number 2. As soon as this RV hits, we're going to send back this F2, and then we will get the bus swapped. Okay, so we'll go ahead and swap that out there. We're low on troops now. I'm sure after that, maybe we can send one more full attack with the F1 while we wait, because we have a heal that's popping in 10 seconds. And as that hits, I want these kind of all to be returning, hitting, healing, all at the same time. So they are going to start attacking this foothold up here that we have, which is not ideal for us. I hope that we just have enough people that can focus and defend those so I can focus on being offensive for my team. We didn't check out those last scouts, kind of a misplay. Let's see, we got scouts here, not a lot in these. Yeah, just one team and a lot of these. This chemical storage got quite a bit in it. They're doing full garrisons on it. So let's go ahead and swap this out. This will change my game because I'm at 8 million points on my RV, or 8 million power on my RV, and that's a very strong RV. So let's go ahead and attack this back. We're going to get that back. We're not going to let that go. We're going to try not to let that go, right? So put the units in there. Go ahead and put my bus on it. Bus really isn't going to affect it that much because there's not much going on with it. Put our F4 back in the command center back here so we can collect those juicy occupation points and just continue on the road here. Let's see, we are still number 1 on the blue team. They have us by about 3 million points, or about 4 million points. Let's see, so F1's about to clash on the top, and we kick only 1 team out. Bet that's that strong guy, though. No, it's Aga. Let's see, Command Center 2, 124k to 87k, fought 2 teams. We're going to have to keep going at that. Let's see, send our F2 back at this, weaken the arsenal, and our F1 is in garrison there. And we have those scouts that went out, so we know that there are not very many strong teams in here. It sucks sending these tier 9s, but we'll see how it kind of works out. So F2 is about to hit, and then we will send our F1 immediately after that because it's not going to take it, but it's going to weaken it. So we took out 2 teams with that. There's a lot of killing going on, a lot of points. I'm taking good trades here. You know, I'm getting about 40% more points than I'm giving them when I attack on this arsenal. So I think it's actually pretty good that I'm just going to keep going at it. As long as I'm positive on these points, it's good for us, right? 199k victory points to 87k on my F1. It just hit. We knocked out 2 teams, fought total of 4 teams, and we'll just keep kind of going away at it like that. And having some camera issues here. There we go. Set our F1 again. This might be the one that flips it here. We can see what they have in these command centers as well. We got 30 seconds on the heal, so he can't be like really spamming our stuff here just for the lack of units. In the future, hopefully I'll have, well, not hopefully, I know I'll have more units. But our F1 just hit. We had a great victory here. Arsenal, let's see, 253k points, kicked out 4 teams. So that's really made the difference. My RV, you know, is really pumped up there. I did make a video on that explaining kind of my thought process and everything. So if you're wondering what you should do with your vehicles, you can check that out. There's nothing in this command center. Okay, we need to go here. Let's go ahead and do the heal. Someone already took it. That's really good. Let's go ahead and be a little bit annoying, right? Let's put our army in there, 59 seconds travel. But they did just take this command center, ironically enough, and we flipped it back, thankfully. My F3 did go up and hit this command center over here, or sorry, the chemical storage. So with those tier 9s, and I really just did feed points there. So I just feel like so out of commission with those. I'm going to just have to send my tier 9s. And I dare I say tier 9s like that, because that's just rough. Let's see. Let's go ahead and put our F1 back in here. The Arsenal has given us a ton of points. But our team is kind of getting messed up here because there's just so much going on. I am a bit lost in this fight, more so than the other ones. The direction and which we should be like holding and garrisoning and throwing things in here. Let's put my F3 in here and just, you know, that's definitely going to feed points. I don't like that idea, but let's see. F2 is about to hit this command center and it bounces off. We get 58k points on it. Nothing really happens. Looks like they get the better trade of that. Jonas has got a pretty strong team. We fought 2 teams. So the way that these battle reports are reading is a lot different than I'm used to. Let's see. So we did take this chemical storage and we'll hold that. I wonder, let's use our F4 and we'll just use our F4 to kind of smash all the chemical storages around us and see if that works. Now we are going to get teleported here, pretty sure, unless someone can flip this. I think I need to send my F2 here because of the way that they're focusing it. And now that they're not really focusing the arsenal as much, which I will send back that army. Nice, we did flip it. That's beautiful. So that is returning. Let's go ahead and we can do a big attack here. Maybe I can do a coordinated attack, flip this on my own. So let's do that. That's a 30-second travel time. Oh, it's just barely not full. And did I have cavalry in that? No, I didn't. No cavalry, no cavalry. So that's pretty much all my cavalry there. So it's 27 seconds on that. It would be pretty big. So I want to do like a counter strategy to what they're doing to us, right? So we will go ahead, send that out, and then keep trying to flip these little chemical stations with our F4 as like an auxiliary team, because it does have tier 10 melee in it, and that is valuable. But if we could do some attacks on this command center, make them focus on their side like they've been doing us, do a little reverse swap. The F2 kicked out 1, 2, 3 teams. My F1's going to hit it in 2 seconds after that, so it's going to hopefully flip it, and it does. It works just perfectly like we planned. That's exactly what we wanted. We have 5 seconds on the next heal. Let's go ahead and wait for that. 3-minute use heal. Dunzo. Check out that command center because that looks like a juicy attack. 228k to 48k points. So we times 4'd our points on victory and double on our F2. So that's really, really nice. And the F1's holding that. And they're going to have to start adjusting their resources to hold this because there's so many of them teleported on this landmark. Now, maybe I can start using my F2 and F1 to flip some of these command centers, keep them moving, keep them rolling, and keep them on their toes so that they can stop taking their attention on this top left command center, which they are doing now again. And let's just see if we get this. 2 seconds on the hold. I did defend it. Nice. They all get teleported. Send our F1 out immediately. Let people reinforce that, do what they need to do. And let's go ahead, and these guys down here are quite annoying down here. So we're going to do another little coordinated attack. I'll have a march sent out there very quickly. They have taken this command center back as well. So they have not stopped doing that. We'll go ahead and send our F4 back because, like I said, I'm just going around flipping these chemical storages. We want to be as annoying as possible with those, and we have some good teammates. Looks like they're really flipping this back. They're holding it for us, allowing us to be a little bit more aggressive, which I love. So let's go ahead and send the F1 to the bottom left command center on here. My F3 is returning. I've been using that to kind of garrison up in here and collect points. Yes, so let's see. I mean, I hate to say that's the good thing to do there because I really feel like it's a bit wrong. Let's see, F2 hits. That is 1-2 armies that get kicked out from that. My F1 is going to be following shortly behind with another F2 possibly. So let's see what they got. Can they get a team out? Can they kick a couple? That's perfect. That means my F1. Come on, F1. Flip it. Flip it. Yes. All right. We got the flip on that. So that's a really good attack for us. Kicked another team out. And now they're resetting positions. So they still haven't been able to teleport in the quadrant in the bottom right, quadrant 3. So that's really good for us. We flipped this. We're kind of being a little bit annoying with that. Send our F4 to this chemical station. Ideally, I wish I had calves because they're so much faster. Oh no, we're getting teleported. That's okay. So let's go ahead and teleport here. We got 13 seconds. Oh, they're going to take that actually because those armies. That is not good for us. Okay, let's go. Let's go. What do we got to do here? Go ahead and send our F1 here. Take our F1, F2 back to this location. The F4 we will go ahead and send out to this location, and I do have a heal coming up here, so I can heal, use my F3 as my tier 10 melee like so. We do need to get this chemical storage taken out. I don't know how many they have there. Maybe we need to hold down a little bit more. Still in the lead with the points, but it's really not helping our overall score. Currently, it is 15-15, so it's all players playing. Like, we're pretty evenly matched. It looks like their bottom 5 are a little bit stronger than our bottom 5, so we're struggling with some of those things. F1 hits, bounces off, takes a couple teams. Not good. Maybe a bit greedy on our side. And we're going to have to really refine our strategy here because these chemical storages, I'm not loving them. I don't love them because 8 additional buildings on top of all the other important buildings is kind of messing up I feel like the synchronicity of this battle and how it flowed previously. And we just have to adjust and make it better, but to force players to use their F3 and F4 with tier 1, tier 2 troops is not the best. I don't feel like that's a good strategy. Okay, so my F1's returning. We need to take something close here. And they are holding with their strong guys right there. I like what they're doing. I do like what they're doing. We have taken this. Are we going to flip sides here? It's not really worth teleporting. I can't feel the value in teleporting at this moment. So we'll send our F1 there. We have to do some scouts. We got to make sure they're not slacking on these command centers and see if we can't get a quick little win with, or quick little flip with that and divert their attention. I just wish I had a couple more 6 stars because this would be in the bag, at least for holding some of these. That guy that has 110 governor is really carrying them. It's very strong, 110 governor. I couldn't imagine. So the scout has come back here. Command center 2.1, 2.1. Yeah, they are lacking on this. They are not really protecting this very well. So we're going to send the F2 to the bottom right location. Quadrant 3. F1, command center 1. We knocked out 1, 2, 3 teams. 2 F2s possibly. So they are really focusing this. 191 to 87k points. Check out the other scout we got on the arsenal. A lot of weak teams in the arsenal. We could definitely take that with an F2, F1 attack. But oh my gosh, we are hemorrhaging troops right now. My F1 is returning. I didn't actually get it. Let's see. So that's already setting out. I can't teleport if I wanted to there. And we're going to just send our teams out again and keep trying to take this top one. That's the last of our stamina on our F1. And the chemical storage, let's go ahead and fill that. We can't fill that right now. Actually, we can't. We have the heal. That 3-minute heal really is saving my butt, because I feel like I'm always like 1 minute behind. So them doing that has made this better. It really sucks that we couldn't have experienced this battleground with a 3-minute heal before they added the 8-minute buildings, or the not 8-minute buildings, but the 8 buildings that you have to garrison these days. So my F2 did flip the bottom right command center and got a great victory on that, 112 to 43k, so doubled our points there. And F4 is setting out. We have our F1 is finally garrisoned in the command center 1, so we can hold that down. People are going to teleport, but as we come down to the wire here, it's at 48.5 million, so there's only so much you can do sometimes. But I think that we fought pretty admirably, and we did the best that we could, and hopefully in the future episodes, we can continue learning how this battleground works now with the 8 buildings. And if you guys have any recommendations for how you're playing the battleground, like that you've successfully had, go ahead and share it in the comments. Let us know how you did it and what you think is best for running a strategy for the new Sol Battleground, because I'm interested, and this is definitely a tough loss for us. We did as much as we could. We'll just go ahead and get a little camaraderie going, hit a little GG. Oops, that's not right. We got a little crash on our BlueStacks. That happens every once in a while. All right, The Walking Dead survivors. That's nice. I'll come back and it's going to be like loss, Do I even get to see how many points I lose? Hopefully +0, -0. Connecting, retry. So this usually happens when the battleground's over. After it's ended, it's going to give you like this little retry message, just like it says the battle has just ended and we're gathering the statistics. Please try again in a moment. All right, well, that's fine. Let's go ahead and clear all and log back in. So I don't know, not sure what I'm going to do. I got to start thinking of strategies on how to do this, because it really does change up things. As a free-to-play player, I believe you're still going to have to do your F1 and your F2 as like your main focuses, and your F3 and F4 will be auxiliary. So if you are a middle tier to like the lower middle tier in your battleground power list, you're probably going to be using your F3 and F4 to flip a lot of chemical storages and a lot of the other smaller buildings like gas stations, etc., to kind of help the team out. And it looks like I'm just going to keep crashing on this. I was going to collect the reward. Traditionally in these episodes, I kind of go and I collect the rewards when we're all done and everything's good to go. But in efforts to keep this video not as long as it always is, or not as long as it should be, because without content at the end. Although a lot of you guys have been watching these videos for extended durations, so I appreciate you guys kind of just chilling with us, hanging out. And it does not look like I'm going to be able to connect to the server with BlueStacks, but I'm sure I can get back on my mobile phones. So that's going to conclude this episode. I appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you guys check out the description for all the cool goodies. We have some sponsored videos hopefully coming out here soon. I've been working closely with some of the TWD staff members, and we are trying to get you guys content or future dated content, stuff that hasn't come out yet or released to all the servers. And we will get you that information. And a caveat to that is we'll have gift codes, hopefully. Last time we had TWD Brabant TV as a gift code. It gave out 200 gems and 30 speed ups of each, or 30 or 60. And I know that's not that much, but I hope that we can just continue to work on those gift codes so we can get you guys better rewards and just keep growing this channel, my community, and teaching players and guiding you guys along the way to the destination that you are seeking, and the best gameplay that you possibly can with making as few mistakes as possible and learning from my mistakes as I learn from yours. And I appreciate you guys so much. So you guys have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching my Sol series, and I will see you guys in the next. Peace.